All right, let's settle one of the biggest debates in comic book history. Superman versus Thanos with a fully loaded Infinity Gauntlet. We all know the movie scenario, but today we're diving deep into the comic book versions, where the power levels are absolutely insane. The question isn't just who's stronger, it's about speed versus reality itself. Or is the fight over before it even begins? First, let's establish our combatants. We're talking about the mainstream, post-crisis Superman. He can perceive events that last for less than an attosecond. His strength is legendary, capable of moving planets. He's a living, breathing force of nature. On the other side, we have Thanos of Titan, but not just any Thanos. This is Thanos armed with the Infinity Gauntlet. With this gauntlet, he isn't just a powerful alien. He's functionally omnipotent. He can think something, and it becomes true. He can will an opponent out of existence, turn them into stone, or trap them in an infinite time loop. The power of the gauntlet is limited only by the user's imagination and will. So, what are the win conditions? For Superman, it's pretty straightforward. He has to incapacitate Thanos or remove the gauntlet before the snap. That means a blitz, a knockout, or just ripping the glove off his hand. For Thanos, the win condition is even simpler. Snap his fingers. Or really, just use any of the gems to instantly defeat Superman. The moment he gains control of the situation, it's game over for the Kryptonian. This isn't a battle of attrition. It's a race against a single universe-altering action. Let's break down the most common argument for Superman, the speed blitz. Fans will say, Superman is faster than light. He can cross the distance and take the gauntlet before Thanos can even blink. And they're not wrong about his speed. Superman has demonstrated the ability to fly from the edge of the universe back to Earth in a ridiculously short amount of time. He can process information so fast that the rest of the world seems frozen. So couldn't he just appear in front of Thanos, punch him in the next week, and grab the gauntlet? Can Superman launch his attack before the thought to use the gauntlet even forms in Thanos' mind? This is where things get tricky. While Superman is unbelievably fast, the Infinity Gauntlet grants its user a different kind of speed, the speed of thought. Thanos doesn't need to physically react. The moment he perceives a threat, and with the Mind Gem, his perception is cosmic in scale. He can use the other gems instantly. The Time Gem could freeze Superman in place. The Space Gem could teleport him to the other side of the cosmos. The Reality Gem could simply turn the air around him into solid kryptonite. Thanos doesn't need to throw a punch or even gesture dramatically. The will to act is the action itself. So Superman isn't just racing against a physical movement. He's racing against the speed of Thanos' consciousness. Let's consider the Infinity Gauntlet comic storyline itself. When the heroes of the Marvel Universe confronted Thanos, he toyed with them. He was arrogant. He wanted to prove his superiority to Lady Death. He turned Thor to glass, trapped Wolverine in rubber, and wiped out half the heroes with a casual wave of his hand. He didn't just instantly erase them because he was enjoying the spectacle. This arrogance is Superman's only real window of opportunity. If Thanos sees Superman coming and decides to have a little fun, to test his strength against the legendary Man of Steel, that's when Clark might have a chance. In that moment of hubris, if Thanos tries to go blow for blow, Superman's raw physical power and speed could overwhelm him, giving Clark the split second he needs to snatch the glove. But we have to be realistic. The Mind Gem would alert him to Superman's presence and intentions instantly, probably before Superman even arrives. The moment Superman enters the battlefield, Thanos would know his speed, his powers, his weaknesses. He could use the Reality Gem to remove the source of Superman's power by turning the yellow sun red. He could use the Soul Gem to attack Clark's very essence, his incorruptible spirit. He could use the Power Gem to MP his own durability to a point where even Superman's strongest punch would feel like a tickle. Remember, the Gauntlet doesn't just grant abilities. It grants absolute control. Superman's durability is immense, but it doesn't matter how tough you are when your opponent can simply decide that you are no longer tough. Durability is a rule of physics. The Reality Gem rewrites the rules. So let's play out the most likely scenario. Superman, sensing the immense threat, doesn't hold back. He moves with all the speed he can muster, aiming to end the fight in a nanosecond. He's a golden red blur of hope and power, streaking across space. With the time gem, he can slow down time for Superman to a crawl, making the fastest man alive seem like he's moving through molasses. From Thanos' perspective, he would have all the time in the universe to decide Superman's fate. Would he turn him into a statue, send him to the end of time, or simply erase his existence with a thought? The possibilities are endless, and none of them end well for Superman. The core of the problem for Superman is that he's a physical being fighting a conceptual one. His strengths are speed, power, and durability. These are all concepts governed by the laws of physics. The Infinity Gauntlet gives its user mastery over those very laws. It's like trying to win a video game by playing really well, while your opponent has the developer console and can just type delete player 1. No matter how good your reflexes are, you can't beat the code itself. So, what's the final verdict? While we all love Superman, and the idea of him blitzing Thanos and saving the day is awesome, the cold, hard logic of the comics points to a victory for the Mad Titan. The only way Superman wins is if Thanos allows it. If Thanos is arrogant, if he wants a physical fight, if he underestimates the sheer velocity and power of the Kryptonian, then yes, Superman has a puncher's chance, or rather, but against a focused, serious Thanos who understands the tool in his hand. The fight is over the moment Thanos decides it is. The Infinity Gauntlet is just too powerful of a plot device. It's a story-breaking item that elevates its user beyond physical confrontation. Superman is a hero who overcomes incredible odds, but facing true omnipotence is an odd he simply can't beat. It's a tough pill to swallow for fans of the Man of Steel, but against the ultimate power in the universe, even hope has its limits. What do you guys think? Is there a scenario I missed where Superman could pull off a win? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear your theories on how this epic battle would go down. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more comic book showdowns. See you in the next one.